Welcome. We're making dinner. And we noticed that in the refrigerator we have a few leftover items here. On the Headless Chef on Channel 19, we like to call them pre-prepared foods. Pre-prepared foods. So we're going to have some pre-prepared foods here for my dinner. Let me put this in the refrigerator while I'm thinking about it. This is not going to be tonight's video. This will be a future video. See if you can memorize this item and see the video that it comes out on. When it comes out on the new video, if you put a comment on the new video that says, hey, that was the ingredient that flew by the camera on the other pre-prepared food video, then you can get some extra Headless Chef bonus points. So you have to memorize this ingredient. Yeah. So in the future, when you see the video with that ingredient, say, hey, that ingredient was shown in the surf and turf video. We're going to call this surf and turf. The reason why it's surf and turf here's our surf. We've got some salmon here that we're going to heat up. Let's go ahead and get some oil in the pan here. What kind of oil do we want to have? Coconut oil? Avocado oil? Let's do butter tonight. Sounds good. Make this an extra special surf and turf treat here. And we're also going to be doing a little bit of carbo loading for our exercise tomorrow. How much butter do you think we're going to use? I'm going to allocate a specific portion here. If you can guess how much it is in the comments down below. The closest guess could win some Headless Chef bonus points. Alrighty then. We have some 80s music going here for you. I actually went to this concert in Seattle many years ago. Tutti Frutti group. They have great music, but they are a Tutti Frutti group, I'll say that. Very creative, super funky costumes. Yeah. One of my favorite bands from the 80s. Okay, let's go ahead and we've got the pan warming up here. Let's go ahead and put the surf in there, as they say. Surf being the ocean. Or fish. Turf. Can anybody guess what turf would be? If surf is the ocean, turf would be something from maybe a grass-fed pasture, like maybe some bison or something like that. Good guess on the bison. Here it is, coming at you pre-recorded on the Headless Chef. on Channel 19. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. We know that Channel 4 has some fine recipe videos as well. And we appreciate you tuning into Channel 19 to watch our recipe videos as well. So we have our surf and turf in here, warming up. Now we're ready for our carbohydrate portion of the show. We have another video where we made this. This is rice, black beans, broccoli, turmeric, I think. Looks pretty decent. It'd be a nice add-on to this meal here. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is looking real nice. Dare we say spectacular? Insert your own superlative here. Here's some square brackets for you. Insert your own superlative for this meal. I'm going to say spectacular. Spectacular. Spectacular surf and turf. Yeah, so this shirt right here, this is from the Track Lab right here is the name of the organization. Spring League Championships last year. You get this shirt if you take first place in an event. And luckily for me, being an older competitor, for example, I was the only competitor in the 1500 for my age group. So I could have walked on the 1500, which is a little less than a mile. I could have walked and I still would have gotten this shirt. But it was nice of them to hand out the shirts nonetheless. In fact, in that race, they paired me up with some high school kids, to kind of condense down the number of races. And everybody in the race that was in the race lapped me on the race. And my legs were hurting too. I had to really push hard to finish that race. My friend and I, we were kind of joking around. And we entered like 6 different events each. So we had a lot going on that day. So it was not easy completing all those events in one day. Yeah, so here we are, the surf and turf's looking good. It's starting to bubble up here. Might be steaming up a little bit here in a moment. For those of you that like steam coming up, stay tuned. You could have steam at any moment. Yeah, so it looks really good. We got our bison in here, our salmon, wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. This bison is from Costco. Great Plains, I think it's called. Correction coming in. Great Range premium bison right here. Great Range. This is really good stuff. If you get a chance to make it over to Costco, try out the bison sometime. You'll be sure to enjoy it. unless of course you're a vegan, then just pretend like it's what do you call it stuff? Everything meat, amazing meat or something. Okay, let's get a plate for dinner here. It's getting towards ready. Let's go ahead and try another song here. Okay, this is ready. You know how you can just tell when it's ready? You're looking at it and you're saying, okay, it's ready. That's what happened. I looked at it and I said, it's ready. Here's the surf. The surf is on that side. The turf is going to be on this side over here. And then on this side, the remaining portion of the plate is going to get the carbo loading broccoli, black bean, and rice. Mixture, whatever you want to call it, special recipe. Everybody, sing it out loud. Break these chains of love. Well, yeah, this also has salmon in it too. So it kind of looks like you got surf and turf, and then you have your carbo mixture, which also has some surf in there. So it's almost like a double surf in there. There's a few more black beans. Put these right here. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna put some salt on here. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Yeah, cooked in butter, surf and turf. Real nice looking meal here. Oh, and we also happen to have a half an avocado here. 1/2 of an avocado. This was the one that was in the other video. If you remember the cacao smoothie video, if you haven't seen that one, check it out. The other half of this avocado is actually in that video, which we made several hours ago. And it didn't even really get brown or anything. There's a little bit of brown right here. We'll cut this part off. But it's a pretty nice looking piece of avocado here. Fluffy, ripe, delicious looking. I'm actually going out to dinner tonight with a couple of friends. So I should probably save a little bit of appetite. That'll be in 2 or 3 hours from now. At least I won't be starving. Ironically, the name of that restaurant we're going to is called Monkey 68. And it bears no resemblance to our other smoothie recipe, our potassium smoothie recipe, where we're talking about the 100th monkey. I don't think Monkey 68 has anything to do with the 100th monkey. I'll have to ask him tonight at the restaurant. Well, there you have it. Surf, turf, avocado, black beans, and rice. Coming at you pre-recorded on the Headless Chef on Channel 19. Thanks for tuning in tonight. As we whip up a nice surf and turf meal. Let's give it a taste test, shall we? Okay, good idea. Let's taste it. Let's not waste any more time. Wow, the salmon's really good. So that's the surf portion of the show. Let's try the bison by itself, pretty much. Wow. I'm gonna have to say the bison hits the spot even more than the salmon. Really awesome. That's going to be a tough act to follow right there, the bison. Anyway, let's transition over into the avocado region of the plate. This is almost like a little continent over here. Over here you have your northwest portion of the continent, the northeast portion. This is sort of the southeast portion of the continent. This would be like Alpharetta, Georgia, right here in the avocado area. Oh yeah. The Himalayan pink sea salt did the avocado a big favor right there with some flavor. Otherwise known as a flavor favor. For those of you out there that like to play games with words, you know who you are. Yeah. So over here on this northwest portion of the continent, we have the bison. The northeast portion of the continent, we have the wild Alaskan salmon. The southeast portion of the continent, we got the avocado. And here we go. On the southwest portion of the continent, we have our black beans, rice. Let's see what this tastes like. There is no laggard in this group of foods here. It's all really good. Hearty, delicious. This is a real special treat, the old surf and turf with avocado and black beans and rice and broccoli. Yeah, so that's about it. If you're in a hurry, definitely sign out of the video at this point. You've seen the majority of the video. At this point, we're just going to be doing a little more eating. see how this goes here. So thanks for tuning in tonight as we made spectacular surf and turf right here on the Headless Chef on Channel 19. Mmm. 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 Wow. This is really an amazing meal here. Yeah, so at the beginning of your week, maybe on Sunday or whatever, you can prepare some bison, maybe some salmon, maybe some sweet potatoes au gratin. Be sure to see the sweet potato au gratin video, which makes a great pre-prepared food for the rest of your week. As we proved in the part 2 sweet potatoes au gratin video, which we had to call sweet potatoes in quotes because it's actually a yam. Mmm. Wild Alaskan salmon coming at you pre-recorded here on the Headless Chef. Look how nice it looks. It's almost like sushi. Mmm. Mm. Oh, looks like we got a question coming in on the internet here. It's Penelope from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Penelope has questions on the black beans and rice. She's wondering if I pressure cook my beans or how they're prepared. Thanks, Penelope from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for that question on the black beans. We actually do not pressure cook our beans here on the Headless Chef, although we definitely believe in that. I just don't have a pressure cooker here at the current moment. Pressure cooking your beans is supposed to help out with the lectins, which if you see our previous video on the cacao smoothie, we talk about Dr. Stephen Gundry with the heart defense and other sort of supplements that he has. In his book, The Plant Paradox, he talks about pressure cooking these black beans, or any kind of beans, to help get rid of the lectins, which can be tough for people to digest and so forth. So Penelope, to answer your question, here's what we use here on the Headless Chef. these black beans, they're pretty much ready to eat. Organic prepared black beans, water and sea salt. So you basically just warm these up and you're ready to go. So good. Got another question coming in from Tiffany in Tifton, Texas. I didn't know there was a Tifton, Texas. There's a Tifton, Georgia. It's pretty interesting. Tiffany's wondering, she has a question on the surf portion of the dinner. She says, I live in Texas and sometimes it's hard to get good seafood over here since I'm kind of out in the country. What do you recommend? To just stick with the turf, or should I still try to do surf and turf? Thanks, Tiffany, for the question. Tiffany in Tifton, Texas. Yeah, Tiffany, I'd recommend you get some good quality canned fish. You can get wild Alaskan caught salmon. You actually get it off of Amazon in the 4-ounce cans. And they'll ship it right to your door, really high quality Alaskan salmon, sockeye salmon. Or you could do like a maybe some sort of albacore tuna, or maybe some mackerel. I don't know if you would want to do sardines on this one. You could if you're a sardine lover. Probably be better to do salmon or mackerel or tuna. So if you have any grocery stores around, they might have some nice canned fish. Otherwise, you can get some off of Amazon and just keep them around for your surf and turf treats. Or if you just want to have a salad with some surf. Thanks, Tiffany, for the surf and turf question there on the fish in Texas. Oh, got one more question coming in here. It's Tim from Toulouse, Tennessee. Tim's wondering about the avocados. He says usually he can't get the good ripe avocados just because it seems like the supply in his area is not that great for avocados. Do you have any substitutes for avocados? Hey Tim, thanks for the question. Yeah, that's really kind of a bummer on avocados. Should be able to get avocados somewhere. Maybe you could stock up, like if you go to a big city, maybe you can go to Nashville or one of the other big cities in Tennessee. You can go to a Costco or get a whole bunch of unripe avocados, really firm green ones. Just buy a whole bunch of them all at once, maybe like 30 of them. Or maybe 10, depending on how much you like avocados. And then you bring them home and then leave them on the countertop. And as they start getting ripe, nice and kind of nice little squish to them, that's when they go in the refrigerator. And then you save them. It's one of the best avocado tricks around. I wouldn't say it's the oldest trick in the book, but it's one of the best avocado tricks around. Look at all these ripe avocados I have in the refrigerator, and there's more in there. They're just ready to be eaten. They're perfectly ripe because I waited until they were nice and perfectly ripe. Then they go in there, and then it stops them from ripening up and getting rotten. So thanks, Tim, from Tennessee, with the avocado question. That was awesome. Okay then. So a lot of you are probably wondering, hey, I wonder if the Headless Chef has any green coffee bean extract. You know, you're probably just wondering that. Does the Headless Chef have any green coffee bean extract? In particular, the 800 milligram variety. Let me check around here, see what we have here. Boron, glucosamine. These are for my joints and for running, my knees. If you're looking for something to support your joints, try some glucosamine, maybe a little boron. Oh look, here we go, green coffee bean extract, 800 milligram. Just what you were wondering. Here it is, live on the Headless Chef. Or pre-recorded, depending on if you're in the video or watching the video. Yeah, so what about this stuff? Maximum strength, promoting for fat burning. Supports appetite suppression, helps boost metabolism. Yeah, so this is supposed to be like a good substitute for coffee. But if you want to kind of rev up your metabolism, like your fat burning, I think it might actually work. I just started trying it. Before I went swimming this morning, I had one of these. I had 3 magnesium capsules, the morning kind of magnesium, L-threonate for your brain. And then I also had a serving, 3 capsules of this creatine, which this is, I think I like this stuff. I don't really feel any negative side effects or anything. This is supposed to be the non-bloating creatine. Anyway, I can't find the container for the other creatine, but your standard creatine can potentially cause you to bloat a little bit. This is supposed to be less bloating. So yeah, I had one of these this morning, the green coffee bean extract, 800 milligrams. %, chlorogenic acid, if you ever heard of that before. chlorogenic acid. Hey, Dr. Sam, if you happen to be watching this video, she's one of our viewers. She's kind of has some extra nutrition knowledge and so forth. If you have any thoughts on this coffee bean extract, in particular this chlorogenic acid, feel free to make any comments down below, and we'd be happy to give you some Headless Chef bonus points for your contributions. Alrighty, we're almost done with our meal here. Surf and turf. Oh, by the way, Dr. Sam has a daughter who has her own cooking channel. So shout out to Layla, and the name of her channel is on Instagram if you want to check it out. It's called Cooking with Layla. So definitely check out her channel. She's got some really nice videos on there. In particular, definitely check out the chocolate milk one, and some new ones she's posting. Should be pretty interesting as well. So thanks, Layla, for she makes a recipe suggestion. Layla suggested that I make a cake. So that's on our list. We'd like to make maybe a ketogenic cake. We'll call it keto cake, with maybe some sort of gluten-free flour, maybe like an almond flour or coconut flour. We'll set a 3-year goal on that. 2023. Takes a lot of pressure off. Also, a shout out to Sharon, one of our other viewers. She suggested that we make guacamole. I thought that was a really good idea because we love avocados here in the Headless Chef. So thanks for Sharon for the guacamole idea. Alright, let's see what we have for dessert over here, if anything. We're going to muster up something for a little bit of dessert, just for fun. Here we go, we have a combination dessert today. We're doing a double item here. We're going to have a shot of coconut water. The Kirkland coconut water from Costco. Let's shake this up a little bit more. See, a shot actually has some liquid there. Doesn't sound like much. Give you a little bit of sweet, a little sweet fun for the end of your meal. This is my Florida shot glass here. I don't know if you can see that where it says Florida on there. Have a little sip of this, nice and cold, very refreshing. Pretty good. So the coconut water. And then we're also going to have one date. So usually I have maybe more than that, several. But I am going out to dinner here in 2 or 3 hours. Don't want to spoil my appetite too much. So let's just have one date here. Pitted dates. 6 to 7 dates has 26 grams of sugar. And carbohydrates is 31. So I just have one. It's probably like 5 grams of carbos only. But still it's something. And it's really good too. It's like a candy practically. It's so sweet. Toast to you. Thanks for tuning in to watch the Headless Chef on Channel 19 as we made surf and turf. Spectacular surf and turf with black beans and rice on the side. And then for dessert, we had our coconut water and dates. And we also previewed our green coffee bean supplement, our triple pack and supplement with the magnesium L-threonate and the creatine ethyl ester. So yeah, if you're looking to rev up your metabolism, you could try this green coffee bean extract. I think it might be helping. I've only taken it a couple days. So thanks for tuning in to the Headless Chef on Channel 19. Until next time, this is the Headless Chef on Channel 19 signing out.